KMIR News at 5 starts now.
Good evening. This is the KMIR News at 5, also streaming live on KMIR.com. I'm Thalia Hayden. Gino and Janet have the night off. We begin tonight with controversy over the mayor of Desert Hot Springs. He's under fire for his connection to a newly opened marijuana dispensary. KMIR's Kitty Alvarado sat down exclusively with Mayor Adam Sanchez and joins us live from the newsroom. Kitty, what did he say?
Thalia, he did have a lot to say, and in this first on-camera interview, since his ties to that company that owns a marijuana dispensary came to light, the mayor of Desert Hot Springs says he agreed to this interview because he wants the people he serves to know that he always has their best interest in mind. Adam Sanchez, the mayor of Desert Hot Springs, says he's been in public service most of his career, and the majority of it serving the residents of Desert Hot Springs. He says this entire ordeal started because of his effort to be transparent. He says he mistakenly wrote the date of his employment with Ankley Corporation on a city income disclosure form as 2014, when in fact he started working with a company in March of 2015. That company owns Sungrow Marijuana Dispensary. The mayor says he was in support of that dispensary opening because of the deep financial deficit the city is facing. He says the voters passed a measure for dispensaries opening and says his employment with that company is not about marijuana, it's about community service. He also says scrutiny on behalf of his political opponent is hypocritical.
What everybody's more concerned about is that 700 form. Well, if you look at the form, I was more accountable, too transparent. I put down on my form that I'm currently working there. I know Councilmember Scott Mattis didn't. He was probably going to wait to do it later. But I was just too transparent and too accountable. Now, I could have put down where it was last year, which is fine. But don't the public want to know what you're doing now? That's what I did. So I did an amendment, I put it in, and it's all done. So for the people to understand is that the corporation handles, markets, gas station. They also handle mobile home parks. And yes, they also have medicinal side to it. So I'm there for the benefit of the community. What I can do to move this company forward and get other companies in the city, whether it's Bank of America, whether it's Stater Brothers, or whether it's just a small business. What can we do as a community now to step up and make the city a better place to live?
Now, Sanchez says he wanted to speak out because he says he has nothing to hide. On the contrary, he was being transparent. He says he is running for re-election because he loves the city of Desert Hot Springs, and these accusations are politically motivated. He says he trusts the residents of the city to decide and do the right thing. Now, coming up at 6, we will have more of that exclusive interview with the mayor of Desert Hot Springs. Live in the newsroom, Kitty Alvarado. Thalia, back to you.
All right, Kitty, thanks so much. 10 San Bernardino Sheriff's deputies are now on paid leave following a severe beating that was all caught on camera. As we first showed you yesterday evening, the deputies began beating 30-year-old Francis Pusak when he fell off a horse following a chase. He then laid on the ground with his arms and legs stretched out. That's when deputies began kicking and punching him. As you can see there, the whole incident was recorded. San Bernardino County Sheriff John McMahon said he was disgusted and troubled by what he saw.
I am disturbed and troubled by what I see in the video. It does not appear to be in line with our policies and procedures, at least a portion of it. I ask that you allow us to conduct that investigation, and I assure you, if there's criminal wrongdoing on the part of any of our deputy sheriffs or any policy violations, we will take action.
An internal investigation is now underway to determine if the use of force was excessive. There is also an investigation to determine if the deputies should be charged with any crimes here. The Coachella Music and Arts Festival is now underway, and more than 85,000 music fans are expected to attend each year. This was the scene around the Empire Polo Grounds in Indio earlier today. The crowd was a little bit thinner this morning, but fans were still enthusiastic about the event. So far, everyone appears to be having a great and safe time. And with all those people arriving in town, the roads surrounding the Empire Polo Club are closed through Sunday for the next 2 weekends. This includes Avenue 49 between Jorth and Monroe, Avenue 50 between Madison and Jackson, Jorth between 49 and 50, Madison between 49 and 52. And boy, are these people lucky. They are having great weather. Let's check in with meteorologist Jeff Fox. Jeff, aren't I right? They're having some great weather.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, not too shabby today. Now, we did have a little bit of cloudiness, and if you look at the official reports from Palm Springs Regional Airport, you'll see it's mostly cloudy from time to time. But when the clouds are up that high, it really is not an impediment. We're going to be sort of coolish tonight. Well, coolish for the desert. We will be in the 70s by around 8 o'clock. At midnight, we'll start getting into the 60s and some 50s before dawn. But hot stuff this weekend. Near 90 tomorrow, mid-90s on Sunday, and then even hotter next week with some temperatures in my extended forecast getting close to 100. When you get up tomorrow morning, well, you know what? You have my permission. It's Saturday. Sleep past 7. But at 7 o'clock, it'll be 63 degrees, 83 at noontime, back off the high of the day, but not by much, 88 at 5 o'clock. Thalia, I'm coming back with the extended forecast and a really cool picture from a viewer in Palm Springs, and I will answer a question I'm sure a lot of people had this morning. That's all coming up.
All right, look forward to it. Thanks, Jeff. All right, golfers, this should rev your engine. A new golf tournament will be giving Valley residents an opportunity to play at one of the Valley's most exclusive courses. The Friends of Roy's Foundation Charity Golf Tournament will be held May 20th at Bighorns Golf Club. It's a chance to play the private Tom Fazio designed course, something very few people outside Bighorn get an opportunity to do.
So their inaugural tournament is here at Bighorn Canyons course on May the 20th, 8:30 a.m. shotgun. It's open to all skill levels. Gino Lamont's hosting, so if you're not too good, it's okay. Gino will give you tips.
Yeah, he's our resident golfer, that's for sure. Gino Lamont will be there, and KMIR is a proud title sponsor of this event. All the proceeds will go to Roy's Desert Resource Center. The nonprofit organization in North Palm Springs helps abused women, children, and families in the west end of the valley. And tickets to the tournament, they are already on sale. You can buy them online by going to their website. We also have that link posted on our website, KMIR.com. News at 5, just getting started here. Just ahead, picking up the pieces following a deadly tornado outbreak, how one town is facing the long road ahead. KMIR is committed to making the Coachella Valley a better place to live. If you have a problem or story you'd like us to look into, email us or call our newsroom. You ask, we investigate.